Kaiser Phoenix with another shark story. This one goes back to my time at the SeaWorld Careers Camp. Now, I was definitely a big shark guy at the time, and continue to be. But in that camp, you could specialize in different areas. I went with the shark one, though I don't necessarily think that made the situation happen, but it was definitely fun either way. So in SeaWorld San Antonio, they have a behind-the-scenes area where they have extra places to put sharks, dolphins, sea lions, whatever. It's not as fancy looking as the exhibits out front, which is pretty much the same for any zoo or aquarium. They had the shark area, which was just this round tank, and they had a walkway that went out to the center in which the keepers or the aquarists, or whatever you want to call them, could feed with tongs. So they would stand out there and they would tong feed. And because this was a few years ago, maybe they let some of the campers go out there and tong feed things with their assistants. The interesting thing about that tank at the time is that it had a few different species of sharks that weren't necessarily in the main tank at SeaWorld. There were some black-tip reef sharks, there were some white-tip reef sharks, which truly are the wusses of the reef shark world. And you'll see why. But most importantly, they had a bull shark. Now, I had never seen a bull shark before, but immediately I could tell that it had a different profile, a different manner, a different way of living. All the other sharks would swim by kind of slow, maybe graceful, just normal swimming speed. When a bull shark came by, you knew it meant business. It just seemed more aggressive in the way it swam, how fast it swam. It just had a presence. So we were tong feeding different sharks. And at some point the bull shark comes up, and no one necessarily says to me, hey, we shouldn't probably feed the bull sharks. And so we just do, me and the aquarius person who's probably not necessarily thinking out, gee, what if the bull shark grabs it too hard and this jackass falls in? Probably not a good thing. The funny thing about that bull shark is that it was owned, I believe, by the Dallas Aquarium at the time. It was not en route to be at the Dallas Aquarium, or at least that was the story I heard, who knows. The other sharks belonged to SeaWorld. Well, throughout the week, we kept hearing about certain wussier specimens in that tank suddenly dying. Maybe they were missing a head one morning. A certain dangerous, infamous shark was slowly picking its way through the school of fish in this tank. That badass bull shark. And I tong-fed that thing. After that week, I don't think they tong-fed the bull shark anymore. I wonder why. Next time I'll tell you another shark story about my time in the Bahamas. Check you later.